See if this is working. Hello everyone. If anyone can hear me, please let me know. Let me see. Oh, there it is. There we go. Hello everyone. Okay. Oops. Oh, no, I just did. All right, I just lost that. Hopefully I'm still on. I can't see it on my own. Julie, if you're on there, can you tell me how to see it on the phone to see messages? I don't know how to do it. Sorry everybody, this is the same every single time. I swear they change something. Okay. All right. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing great out there. I actually prepared a July video and I did not post it. It's like over an hour. And so I was like, it's so long. So my guides just kept telling me to engage live with everyone. So that's what I'm doing. And eek, my fake little desk just fell over. Always have to create a desk or table wherever I go. Let's see if that works. All right. So I want to share with everyone. So if you get my newsletter and you haven't opened it yet, there is an amazing message from Archangel Gabriel in there that was channeled. Gabriel came in during my Patreon this past weekend. It was July 5th. And the power of Gabriel, when he came in, you could feel it. So I decided to share it with all of you. It's in the newsletter. That's where you'll find it. The video is in there. It's not on YouTube. So if you don't get the newsletter, just sign up for it on my website. It's Julie, I think you're on there. If you are, I know she was going for a walk. If you're on there, can you put the link for the newsletter? Because I don't ever remember to do that stuff. I'm so cosmic and out there. So, all right. Hello, everyone. Tell me where you're from. I can see we've got Botswana, Florida, Vancouver Island. Oh, beautiful. Sarasota, Texas. Oh, blessings to everyone in Texas and all of the other states, places, countries that are going through this water event right now. This is the psychic vision I have in 2004 with the 20-year countdown of how things were ending and how we knew it, and then we were moving into this new reality of pure. It's like a purification. That's why I know when I work with Gabriel, a lot of the things that I do with him is purification. That's why it's really great to get that video in that newsletter. But what's happening on the earth now with the water is a purification process that Gaia always does, but that was my vision. That was the 20-year countdown, 2004, and then all this water was coming. And I'm going to tell you now, okay, I'm talking about Gabriel, and Gabriel's coming in right behind me. Ooh, here he comes. Now, the way Gabriel literally shows, I say himself, but they're androgynous beings, to me is more of a male energy or a male like phase. But for some of you, Gabriel can come in and look more feminine. It just depends on the person and how you see this person. Now, I want you to know that I see with my eyes open a lot, but I also see with my eyes closed. When it's an energy coming in like this, when the angels are coming in, I feel them first because their energy is so big before they just right behind me. So Gabriel's here. Ooh, he's lifting me up again. Same thing that happened in the Patreon. Hello, Gabriel. Thank you so much for coming in. All right, everybody, we're starting this way. So before I talk about the visions and July energy, I believe Gabriel's going to have a message. Let's see. Okay, Gabriel's just surrounding me in this crystalline dome, like a crystalline, it's a dome, and he is going to place it around all of you right now. It's a huge white, it looks like white diamond flickering. It's a crystalline dome. And I'm just going to open up that pillar of light that is directly from Source, directly from God, whichever name you wish to use, however you wish to refer to our one divine creator. And I'm going to ask that that pillar come down from Source around all of you now. And if anything does come off of you today during this live and during this session, it goes straight back to Source, dissolved in pure unconditional love and returning it to pure probability. Kato anemiana kiana asi. The one that we are listening to in this moment of time, in the existence of this recording, is the Archangel Gabriel. In the highest and holiest power of the light, emitted from the Source heart. It encapsulates you now. It draws you into your true self, your pure heart, your pure light, your pure love, and cleanses all of your bodies, including your cellular structure, your DNA. And you wonder, how can this happen? Do you believe? Do you trust? Do you have faith? It is here and now in this moment, in greatest appreciation for all of you that have returned upon the planet, serving it in some way or another, whether it is in your knowing or not. You are greeted by the archangels now. We ask you to breathe in the light of love into your hearts, into your minds, and into your voice, to bring the message of truth in a time that may feel like chaos to you. Some of you may feel chaos in your world, in your head, in your life, in your city, in your state, in your province, in your country, in your relationships. Please remember that chaos is created from the mind. It is created from thoughts. You can purify your thoughts. Allowing you to feel, to see, to know the transcendental human you are. It is in your divine wisdom and in your sacred holiness that you know the truth. You all walk the earth in this time, in this space, in this period of enlightenment. You all have the opportunity to grasp that which you know within you, to change that which is outside of you, and to transcend the beliefs about the self. There is a harmony that will come upon your planet, but this harmony only comes when you have harmony within the self, within you, within your heart. Peace in your heart, peace in your mind. And this was Keleena's teachings on her weekend. And this is the message that we brought her. The rest of this year, we ask you to stabilize yourself in peace, in love. We ask you to do that which takes you there, which allows you to reach that point of the existence of all that you are. And all that you ever have been. In the meditative state. Where you are consciousness. In the cosmic womb of the mother. Where you are birthed from. Where you originate from. And where your existence returns. The universe is your home. It is inside you, it is outside of you. It is all that you are. Your lives may have taken you one way, maybe down a road that you do not wish to have been going, to have been taken, or maybe you feel you've made a choice that you do not appreciate now. What we ask of you, kaya namate na hanakotwish dinamaresan na hianate nenemia moro. We wish for you to know that in your existence, in your experience, and all that you came, that whether your experience feels like it took you downhill, your next experience will always bring you up. For many of you, it is time to part ways with your past. It's time for you to part ways with that in which you've known yourself to be. Purification is necessary. It is like you have been thrown in a swamp of muddy water, and you are covered with a thickness. Keleena has just called it a gook. A gook. Yes, gook. A gook. She calls it a gook. With gook. And when you climb out of that swamp, and the rain hits your body, the rain of purification, of purity, of clean water, the gook is washed off in layers and layers and layers. Your body, your mind, your soul begins to go through in a purification process. And once you understand this, there's no turning back unless you change your beliefs. The mind can be powerful either way. My message for you today is, which way do you choose? Do you choose to let the old ways of your beliefs about yourself to rule your world, to rule your life? Or do you choose to dive into who you truly are? Do you choose to step out of that swamp and purify higher and higher and higher? So you choose love over fear. Do you choose to neutralize it? Do you choose to remember who you are? It is here, it is now, in the glory of God, that we rise purification and the light through you now. Those of you that have energy fields that you feel, you will feel now the purification. God, the Creator, the Divine Source, is the power that is within you, that is within me, that is within we as a wholeness in sacredness. We are all powerful in our own ways. And when the power is used in the way of godliness, and she is saying goddessness, I must remember it is Keleena. When it is used in this way, you have no more restrictions upon yourself. Step into your power. Follow your truth. Fill your hearts with love, compassion, trust, believe, and have faith. For you are the power and the glory of all that is. And all that is you. I thank you for allowing me to be here representing the angels, the archangels on high. Though you may refer to me as an angel, as a messenger of purification, I am also an angel of freedom. You will understand soon. In God's holiest light, thou art that which thou have always been. Love. Take a deep breath, everybody. I'm super, super high. For those of you that are feeling this, let me know. Let me know in the chat you're feeling this. I am like so high. So I don't know if there are some of you that followed me for a while. I had a what do you call it? Hypnosis with Alba Weinman. I've had two of them, but the first one I had, I think it was 2018. That's when I came through in hypnosis that they called me the purifier. And it made sense for me after I went back and listened, because I work with Gabriel so much with purification, and like this white flame that Serapis Bay brought from Atlantis to Egypt. I'm always doing stuff with a white flame, and also putting, like every time I do an event, a massive white flame in the center of the room. So, wow, okay. Whew. So if you haven't seen that one, go and find that and watch it. It's there's two of them. One of them is actually the predictions of some of the stuff that's happening now, where they're taking the land to build things that we need to shift and change. And we have that power in us, but it was a message from the Andromedans that some of those persons that were, I'm going to say they're soulless things that are on this planet that have been controlling everything. They're trying to create these cities where you have to be scanned to get in and stuff like that. That was the message on the second one. And yeah, so, all right, thank you, Gabriel. I have really powerful telepathy since a little girl, so I hear them talking to me. There's always someone talking to me. Okay, very good. If you're just popping on, let us know where you're from. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I think Julie just popped it on there. Jenny says she's still fluttering, floaty in New Zealand. New Zealand? Yes. Hello, Jenny. Thanks, Julie, for putting that on there. Oh, hello, Frode. Frode. Hello, Ginger. Okay, Myanmar. Okay, so I want to cover really quick. I want to tell you some visions that I've had. I am still on the mainland here with my son, but this was like probably 2.5 weeks ago, and I haven't released the vision yet because I was trying to understand it. And I know my guides always say, don't try to understand it, just deliver it. So I'm going to tell you these visions, and you can take them and see what you receive for yourself with them. So the first one I had was the same vision 3 days in a row. And it was the earth covered in mud, but the mud had dried up, and then all this cracking, like it looked like veins just cracking all over the earth, across this mud, the dried mud. Everything was dry, and it was just cracking, 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 cracking. And I was watching it, and I was viewing it from afar. And then as I was watching it, and the cracks grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and there was more and more, all of a sudden, the earth, it exploded from the inside out, and all of that mud, that dry mud, went shooting out to the universe, just rolling out in like balls and big pieces of mud. And I took that as Gaia releasing like a layer, or maybe the energies that are no longer wanted on this planet by the majority of the light workers. Are they're doing this work that we know that we're here to help hold this higher frequency vibration, to help to bring the love to the planet. And so for me, I was seeing it could be that, it could be so many things. So take that vision however you wish to, but it's almost like she released a layer of herself to move up into another frequency. But that vision was 3 days in a row. But then the next vision I had was very interesting too. It could also mean how the earth is shifting, like the platelets are shifting. And I have said for every time I do a video, my guides show me every time Gaia is changing, Gaia is changing, Gaia is changing. They show me hurricanes, they show me all of the things, the fires, the floods. It never changes. And so in that, with that information, it just shows me that's how Gaia takes care of herself. That's how she cleanses herself and purifies all the time. So there's more and more information out there about all the places, all the things happening all over the world because of social media, because there's so much connection anymore. So some of it is that it's just being brought to your attention more, but there is also those pieces where the more people tune into what can be devastation, remember collective consciousness creates more of that. And so, we don't want to go that way. And so that's why as a light worker, when you see that, start neutralizing that in the way that you know how to do that. So the next vision that they showed me was a huge circle. It was just like an outline of a circle, and then it lit on fire. And I'm like, okay, a ring of fire. And I know that ring of fire is connected to the areas where the volcanoes are. I don't know the exact areas, but I do know when I was in Hawaii, one of the girls there said, well, we are considered part of the ring of fire. So I don't know how wide it stretches, but here's the next part of it. So I saw this huge ring of fire, and then right next to it, they put a second one. And this again was like a couple weeks ago. They put a second ring of fire, and I'm like, does that mean there's two now? Does that mean something shifted? What is that? Because after I have the visions, I go and ask these questions. But those two started to come together, and they created a Vesica Pisces. So it was Vesica Pisces, two rings of fire connected as a Vesica Pisces. And the Vesica Pisces represents the divine feminine. It represents so much. It represents new creation. But then the fire was there, and I'm like, okay, the fire is also the end all of end alls. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to allow the vision to come in. Again, it was 3 days, the same thing. It showed me that, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that information, and I'm just going to sit with it and let it just keep bringing more. So those were the two latest. The vision that I had in 2004 with the 20-year countdown at the end of, after the end, that ended everything that we knew how it used to be, and moving into 2025 was bringing all that water. And there's a couple of astrologers that I listened to, and it confirms some of the stuff that I have gotten from that vision. They talk about Neptune influence and that kind of stuff. So Neptunian energy bringing in the water. But I didn't know any of that stuff. I'm not an astrologer, although I love to read the books. But there's more of this coming. They showed me that the water is not stopping. So again, I'm going to say this, just be prepared wherever you are, because you just never know. I also see some of the driest places getting hit with water. So if you're in any of those areas where it's really dry, or all of a sudden it's not raining and it used to rain for you all the time, and all your land's getting dry, pay attention to the skies, because if you start seeing massive clouds coming in all of a sudden, and you know it's going to rain, remember that when the earth is that dry, it cannot soak up the water, right? And so that goes back to that vision I had the 3 days in a row of the earth being dry mud, like just dried and cracked. And I literally can feel like the heat from it too. It was just these visions were just, I was like, what is that? Now, I did get messages from a lot of you asking about Japan. I actually talked about it in the video I haven't put up here because I never got anything about Japan. My guides did not tell me anything about a Japan tsunami. I didn't know anything about this person that predicted it. I don't watch other people's stuff. I do like the astrologers that I like. There's like 2 or 3 of them. But I have not been allowed to listen to other people's things. I bring everything through. I connect with Gaia, I connect with Source, and I bring my own information. So, and I that I did not see. But when I asked my guides, I'm like, is that connected to the tsunami thing that this person was talking about? Is that connected to the vision that I had? And they said, no, Keleena, pay attention to the vision that you had in 2004 that we gave you, because what it showed was the mountains, and it showed the water down below. And then again, I have this vision on my YouTube somewhere. I can see under the water like another layer, and I saw boats flipped upside down and people and things like that. And so, but the water on top of it was very pure and clear and crystalline. And it was quiet, and it was serene, and it was, the skies were clear. There was no more chemtrails. There was no more of any of that. So I believe what I was seeing was, it could be new earth, what we are creating within our consciousness field. So pay attention to what you're creating, because again, I don't know how many people knew about that tsunami thing. I didn't know about it until it was brought to my attention and someone mentioned it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I didn't get that. But what I did get was, for July, is it feels, when I'm around people, it feels very chaotic, because I'm the empath, the super sensitive empath, and I feel people's agitation. I also feel the nerves, people's nerves. So do whatever you can to be off technology every day, and to calm yourself, to calm your nerves. Get yourself into a space and place of meditation. Get yourself into the water, whatever you can that's going to allow your nervous system to slow down. Because I was reading some things in the astrology book that I do have, which is Astrology for Dummies. I'm not a dummy, but it's an easy book. So, and it was saying how Gemini is connected to the nerves, and there's a lot of stuff going on with Gemini right now, so it makes sense that people are feeling that. So there's a lot of there's a lot of galactic things happening that are all bringing in so much information into the earth, but also through you, codes to awaken you and to allow you to shift and manifest to the higher realms of consciousness that you wish to be at. So it is a time of awakening right now. We are having they're showing like a mass wave. They're saying there's another mass wave of awakening that is happening. So those that are in the distortion, they're showing me like people that are half in the distortion. They're showing like half the body is still in the distortion and half of them is out of it, and they don't know which way to turn. But there's going to be something that like twists, and I don't know why they're showing it like twisting and opening something so that they come out of the rest of that distortion or amnesia, and they're like, oh, what is going on here? So there's more people waking up and getting that very, very well. Now, the other things I'm getting for July are feminine. It is the month of Mary Magdalene. This is the month that we honor her. We honor the goddess of Mary Magdalene within every single woman. Okay. My cards are coming. I don't have them with me right now. I could get them if somebody wants to see them. I do have a demo box here, but this is a month of the feminine. I feel it within me, and I'm seeing all of these women that I'm talking to, even family members, clients, women that I've known for a long time. They're like moving more into their power this month. They're stepping away from relationships that aren't serving them in any way. A lot of women are rising into the power of the divine feminine within them and lessening that masculine energy that they thought they had to hold in a certain way, to balance, not to balance himself, but that's part of the old program, the template of, well, women, they can do this, they can do that, like the what do you call those? I forget what you call those kind of women. But anyways, and they're not bad. They're just that's how the energy started. But they're bringing themselves more into a fulfilled space and place of love that allows their desires and within their inner wisdom and their knowingness to step up higher in their power and do the things they came here to do, but also to level them up in higher vibration and frequency. Now, this isn't anything against men or the masculine, so please don't take it that way, but this is something that the women are needing to do. Oh, they want to see my cards. Okay, let me, I'm just going to step away for a second. Just give me a minute. I'm sitting on a pillow here. I will go get them. Let's see where they are. Okay, they're here. Here they are. See if you can see them. These are the declarations of Mary Magdalene. I downloaded these in 2020. It was May 2nd, 2020, is when I took a 3-day weekend off of technology. I was in complete silence, and ooh, they just came in. So I'll open them. Look at this. I chose this little magnet side box. I think it's just a lot easier to open that way. There they are. I'm so excited. So they're not available yet, but there's the book. There's the back of the book. Has the little picture of me when I have the thing around my head that was captured in the photo in Sedona. That's the Magdalene energy. And then here they are. I'll pull one card. Okay? So it's been 5 years in the making. They're finally on their way. They are done. They're just on their way to the destination. I'm very excited, and I want to try and see if there's some way I can find out how, with each deck I sell, that I can actually put into some kind of like donation thing, program thing for women, mothers that are single with children that need help. So I will find out if I can do that. Okay, so here, oh, wow. Wow, this is the card that came up. Wow. I'm going to be doing on the 22nd of July, which is the day we honor her, I'm going to be doing a gathering online. And yeah, I just kept seeing the number 1313 this morning because 13th is the M is the 13th letter in the alphabet. So Mary Magdalene 1313. MM, and here's the card number 13. So here we go, more confirmation. So it says, I am the resurrection of light in oneness. I am Mary the Magdalene, goddess. I am one with the creator source of all that is, as is, eternally. I am feminine Christ, and I am that which walks the earth through every woman after me. Oh, I'm getting goddess bumps. Look at my hair standing up. That's what I just said. Oh. So you can't make this up. I am that which walks the earth through every woman after me. May you be granted peace in thy sacred heart when you remember your truth. Mary Magdalene. Wow, you cannot make this up. So that is for all of you. It says coming back to your truth, coming back to your heart, coming back to your knowing, your wisdom. And so that gathering I'm going to do on the 22nd, it is not posted yet. I just got started getting the download. It's going to be about faith. It's going to be about faith and belief and your power and bringing your power online with the Magdalene that you are. So that's them. This is only half of the declarations that she downloaded through me back then. There's just too many to go in one box. So I just did half of them. And we'll see how these work out. If people love them, I'll do the second box. But again, I do want to try and figure out how to donate to like women that you know, they're not placed, they're not in homes, they have children, and it's pure compassion. So I want to try and figure that out too with the sale. These, when they sell, that's just what I do. That's me. So, all right. Oh, a lot of people are seeing 13 today. Beautiful. And Marla Ladd said, I just this morning want a new deck of cards, Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary, and here they are. Oh, that's so amazing. Norman says, I'm super, super, super high. I feel like a rocket ship of love, so beautiful and powerful. This, oh, Norman from Massachusetts. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, Norman. Okay, so anyways, I'm not like a marketing guru or anything like that. I just create and then I, you know. Okay, so here we go. The other things I want to share. So again, this is like a huge month for women. It always is a month for women to rise more into your power. That's why I always did Sisters of the Rose this month. I'm not doing it this month because I'm actually on grid work. I'm helping my son right now, but I've been on grid work and I will do Sisters of the Rose. I will continue to do it. It is something that is in my cell memories. It awakens the codes within the women, the power within the women through all these ancient times. Remember who you are and bring you back in alignment. So many women, it has changed their life after that event, and many came back more than once. So I will do them again this year. It's just not now. My guides are saying just stay low. So also I pulled the Hermit card for this month. So it's just another confirmation for everyone that, you know, just stay in that space and place of rest, because you're in this time of that final cocoon space before the grand opening that's coming for next year within you. So, you know, stay in that space, allow the changes to shift to happen. And but I've pulled that so many times this year. It is the number 9 card as well, which makes sense because it is the 9 year, and you are releasing so much of your old identity and so much of the old self. So there's a lot going on in here in the chat. Two of Angie Williams' children were born on the 13th. Angie, so Friday the 13th actually is the most sacred holy day for women. That is when we always held our rituals and our events, because the 13th is the number of the goddess. So know that. That's why I used to do a lot of things on Friday the 13th, and it comes around sometimes a couple times a year. So amazing. All right. The other things I have is the relationships that are changing. I am really seeing relationships ending, and there will be new relationships happening for some of you, but the amount of relationships ending is just like almost like a blast of change in people's lives right now. And this is from in the background conversations. This is from working with my clients. This is from even in family things that are going on here. But it's amazing how many people are finally, even after years, even after I worked with some clients for years saying, I see you going this way, but held on, just kept holding on because they weren't really sure what to do next. But now all of a sudden it was just like, bam, it ended. Bam, the change is here. It's now or never. And so I do see a lot more of that happening. So remember, the higher you move into your frequency and your vibration, it's almost like that earth thing. Like if you burst within yourself and the things around you are going to end. So once you reach that, it's just, things aren't going to mesh anymore like this with someone. They aren't just going to flow like this. They're going to be more and more like this, but it's going to be like this because somebody's up here and somebody's still down there, which isn't a bad thing. The person down here, just when it's their time to raise their frequency, they'll move up. But it is happening. So it can be um, any kind of relationships. It could be marriages. It could be partners. It can be relationships with family. I see a lot of relationships with family coming back together. Also, it could be relationships with people you work with, your boss. Relationships with animals are changing too. I see that a lot happening. So some are getting really good because the more you raise your frequency, the more the animals are not afraid with you. Outside here in the back, there's these little baby bunnies, and they come running up right below the chair I'm sitting on every single day. And then there's what do you call those things? Chipmunks do the same thing. They're running around my chair. I'm like, I'm sitting out there meditating, open my eyes. They're like, I'm like, oh, look at you. I'm like baby bunnies. So, there it is. So know that there is massive relationship changes. And for those of you questioning if you are in a relationship, but you know deep in your heart that it's not for you, but you're holding on out of fear of what's next for you, that what next feeling and that not knowing feeling is the best feeling that you can have, because that's the feeling of there's something, these golden doors are open, there is something bigger, better out there waiting for you. Step through that golden door, because they opened this year and everyone's stepping through in some way or another. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, this opportunity is here. So are you going to take it? Or are you going to stay in misery? Because I see a lot of people, they're just like in misery. And it's like, you're given information, you have the feeling on your body, you just know that this change has to occur. You just know it. But you're like, oh, if I leave, what's going to happen? Where am I going to go? How am I going to live? What am I going to do? Da, 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 da. You've got that monkey mind. You've got the false identity ego coming into place going, you're not good enough to do that. You're not good enough. You better just stay right here. And it's not going to help you if you stay in that, okay? If you stay in that space and place, in that reality, in when you're not aligned in the divine mind and divine heart. All right. There's massive cosmic influx coming in. Every day I'm seeing these golden light codes coming into the earth. I'm like, I go outside every morning, I connect with Gaia and the new earth crystalline grid, and I feel Gaia going through me up, and then when the sun, when Solaris comes out, it's like, whoa. So there's just this exchange happening. And so get out there and get on the ground. I do want to share that I am going to be interviewing Dr. Rochelle McNeil. She is a chiropractor and a healer. I will be interviewing her soon to bring some awareness to all of you about some things that she is finding results in some of her research and work that she's doing, and to help all of you with some of the things happening on the planet. I will be actually interviewing Julie Andrada because of how she has dived like really deep into human design, but also these other parts of astrology that most people don't dive into, because she's been using me as a guinea pig. And she's like, do you know, Keleena, that you have a channel, that you are a keeper of the codes? And I'm like, really? I'm like, that makes so much sense when my guide said you're a light language DNA key code master activator. And they said you've done this many lifetimes. You're a master of the codes. And I'm like, so it's like in this human design thing. So we all have these amazing things. You're all masters on the planet. So I'm going to be interviewing her and how she finds these things, and how when you have this stuff done, it correlates to so much of what you're already doing. Or maybe you're not doing yet. Maybe it's going to help guide you in that way. It's just so interesting and fascinating. Every time she brings something new up, I'm like, she's like, I just found this out of it. And she goes, and you're already doing it. I'm like, wow. So it's amazing what's out there. Okay. Somebody else is seeing, Ellie is seeing relationships ending as well. Yes, we lots of prayers go out to every single country and every state, every city. I said every province where people are having these floods. And there's fires, I believe, because I think that's why I saw the ring of fires. I don't know, but if someone can confirm that, because I saw the two rings of fires come together as a Vesica Pisces. I don't know if that has to do with the volcanoes. Hold on, my guides are talking. So it is like Gaia erupting. So that Vesica Pisces, we all know the Vesica Pisces. The women all know the Vesica Pisces and understand the shape of it and everything. So it is like Mother Gaia releasing through her Vesica Pisces. Okay. I'm getting hot as they're showing me. Like there's steam, there's fire, there's volcanic. And they're saying it is going to get, I don't want to use the word worse, but it is going to happen more. It is going to become, they're saying it will continue until the work is done. It will continue until that which Gaia needs to release, to shift within herself, because she is shifting, because the axial points, the axis of the earth has shifted. So therefore, all things are shifting on and within her. And as the shift is occurring, oh, they're showing me underneath the earth. So as things are shifting and moving, because they're showing it like this, I always forget what you call those. They're somethings. Not platelets, tectonic plates, thank you. Some of them are going like this, some of them are going like this. There's like this spread, and I did have that vision 3-4 years ago of land coming out of the ocean. And I said, I don't know if it's from volcanoes. I believe it might be from volcano. I don't know. They still show it to me. So it is happening. They're confirming, yes, it is happening. And the earth has to shift. This is just part of her cycle. It is not, okay, very important. This does not pertain to what they call global warming. It has nothing to do with this. This is what Gaia does every so many thousands of years. This is her cycle. It is her event. It is her cycle. It is her event. It is a shift in consciousness as well, which assists in this. There is no blame on humanity. It is a normal procedure for her. Be careful what you are delivered in your information programs. So they're showing the TVs. Be careful what you are delivered in your information programs. You don't need to believe everything they are telling you. Please dive in, see the truth. The wisdom is within you. The knowing of the cycles is in you. It is not only an astrology thing. Astrology does participate in all of this. Yes, absolutely. The cosmos is all one. But the earth has her own shift and change. She rebirths. Just like the seasons rebirth, just like you are rebirthing. She sheds. She sheds. Just like you are. And because you are shedding, she is shedding. And each time the consciousness shifts upon the planet, she will continue to shed. It is what has always happened, and it will always happen this way. It has never been any different. Remember the keys that we are giving you now. This insight should awaken you. We don't give you this information to sway you. We give you information to awaken your cell memories of things that are dormant, just like the key codes that our conduit speaks. She breaks codes and gives you new codes. And this is for you to become all that you are in your highest self. So take the information that we deliver and utilize it in the way that you need to. And if it does not resonate for you, let it go. All is well. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I like when that just happens. I'm going to do some language of light and then we're going to be done. Ready, everybody? I'm so high. All right. I now align, everyone, say it out loud, and drop into my divine sacred heart. Ma utmeniana kraka turustaniana esa, mira hina kiana oi oforenam. Mara khana ma masiki I un nem fur tik 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 hai ya forma quamia tuya testa miamu kina tarastana omam Amai oyana nachana maki. Kikiana. Release. Kai. Release. Feel that. Feel that love. Feel that light. Matana marachone kikiana na nashta ese. I am. Be in peace. Be in love. And hold yourself in a space and place of calm as we as one collective work through this year, shifting the frequency and the vibration of this planet. It is you, light workers. It is all of you that are appreciated, that are seen, and are very loved. All of you are very loved, no matter how different you think you are. Be who you are. May God's love fill your hearts. Namianakua Namari. I am. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Maya Kita, Maya Ot. Many blessings, everyone. Don't forget, if you didn't read your newsletter yet, go back and read it and get that message from Gabriel. If you weren't here in the beginning, Gabriel came in. Go back and watch. I love you. I will see you soon. Bye, everybody. Many blessings.